Welcome to your Pilates stretch class. Hamstring stretching. So place a band around the sole of the foot, taking the band and taking some of the slack out of the band, lengthen the leg towards the ceiling. Make sure your shoulders are away from your ears, chin towards the chest, tummy gently in. Lift the leg to where it's at a comfortably tight point and then draw the toes towards you gently. And then maintaining the stretch, gently twist the leg inwards and outwards, in rhythm with your breathing, so not too fast. Inhale to go one way, exhale the other. And then release the leg back down. And you would repeat, but we'll do it on the other side. So you would repeat on each side 2 or 3 times. So again, band around the sole of the foot towards the ball of the foot, other leg bent up, foot flat on the floor. Draw the leg to where it's tight and then draw the toes towards you, gently turning the leg inwards and outwards. Like a windscreen wiper, trying to get as large a range of movement as you can, keeping the pelvis steady. Let's add a little variation now. So come back to the middle, point the toes slightly away, and then as you blow, draw the toes towards you, lengthen the heel to the ceiling. Inhale, point away. Blow, draw towards you. Inhale, point away, blow, draw towards you, and then release the leg back down onto the floor and pop the band to the side. Let's come a little higher now up into the hip area. Cross one ankle over the other knee. Make sure the foot, knee and hip all stay in line. And this is a stretch for the deeper hip muscles. With your other hand, pop your hand onto the inside of the knee and then very gently, or inside of the thigh if you can't quite reach the knee, gently pushing the thigh away again until you feel the point of tightness, which might be deep in the hip, it might be around the top of the thigh. Block any movement with your hand and then as you blow, gently try and draw your knee that you're holding towards you, but block that movement with the hand. Keep the breathing going, 2 or 3 breaths, and then release and gently see if you can push the knee a little further away. And then release and swap to the other side. So again, make sure the foot, knee and hip are all in line. And ankle on the knee, gently push the knee away to the point of tightness. Keep the shoulders away from your ears, tummy gently in. Block the knee with a hand. Now try to use your hip muscles to draw the knee up whilst blocking it with the hand. Keep the breathing going. Keep the shoulders away from the ears, tummy gently in. And then release and see if the knee will go a little further out. And then release. Place both feet down onto the floor. Pop the feet hip width apart. Let's come up the other end of the body now. Let's come to the shoulders. Keeping the shoulders away from the ears, draw one arm across the chest and then with your hand or your wrist of the other arm, gently draw the arm across. Keeping the breathing going. And if you can get the elbow across the midline, then that's a reasonably good range of movement. If you're finding it a little difficult, then this might be a stretch for you to do a little more often. Swap sides, and again, drawing the arm across the body. This is a stretch, of course, for the back of the shoulder complex, both the back of the rotator cuff and the more superficial muscles. Think of it as a buttock stretch for the shoulder. Now, bring your arms down by your sides, turn your palms towards the ceiling, draw your shoulder blades down towards the base of your spine. That will help open you out across the shoulders. Now, float both arms up in the air. And I want you initially to inhale and reach your shoulder blades off the mat and then release them back down onto the mat. Keep the arms straight for the moment and once more inhale, reach up to the ceiling and exhale, release the shoulder blades down. Now bend your elbows so that your thumbs are pointing towards the floor, your forearms are horizontal and then shoulders away from the ears. Now open out across the chest and the arms to try and take the back of your elbows and back of your hands towards the floor. You may find you can't quite get there, or you may find you can. Inhale, bring them back over your chest just to touch. And then as you blow once more, taking them out to the side, keeping the shoulder blades away from your ears. Now, just be aware through your mid-body that your lower ribs don't lift up too much in the air. I want you to slowly start to slide your arms towards the skirting boards behind you. This may be slightly off shot, but don't worry, we're looking here to lengthen and stretch through the front of the shoulders. Inhale, bring the elbows back level with the shoulders by bending at the elbows. And now, trying to rest the elbows onto the floor, I want you to rotate through the arms, bringing the palms of your hands towards the floor, and then opening out the other way again, palms to ceiling. Now keep one arm where it is, bring the other arm down. Now a little bit of a control challenge, swap them over, as if you're at Heathrow directing the planes. So inhale one way and exhale the other. See if you can get the back of the hand towards the floor. Good. And then bring them both palm up and then reach towards the ceiling with both arms, and then bring your arms down by your sides. Come over onto all fours, and we're going to do a variation on the cat exercise. I like to call it crazy cats because it brings in a little bit of extra movement. So starting in your neutral position, shoulders away from your ears, chin towards the chest, looking between your hands, lengthening the back of the neck. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, lift the middle of your back as far as it will go up towards the ceiling, whilst tucking your tailbone under and allowing the top back of the head to round towards the floor. Now keep that basic rounded position but slightly lower down so you're not at the extreme position. Now what I want you to do is keep your upper body in the midline, pelvis in the midline, but gently push your ribs out to one side and then out to the other side. So viewed from above, you're bending to one side, bending to the other. Your pelvis and your head move, but they only tilt side to side. They stay in the midline. So now we're going to make it a little more three-dimensional. We're going to go down through the middle of the body, lifting the tailbone up and lifting the head up. Then we're going to take the middle of the body off to the side, off to one side, and then we're going to lift up through the middle of the body and then go over to the other side and down as if you're drawing a circle with the middle of your body. Now change direction, round and up, and as you lift up, make sure you tuck the tailbone under and you look towards your knees, and as you lower, you look forward. Good. Come back to the middle. And let's go into a shell stretch from here. So sit towards your heels and round your back over. Various options with this. You can hold your heels or have your hands down by your ankles and try and gently push the middle of your back towards the ceiling. Keep the breathing going. And now from here, bring your arms forward along the floor. So they're out in front of you. Keep the arms and shoulders relaxed. Pull in through the tummy and slide your arms forward now along the floor. If needs be, just push the cushion gently out of the way. Allow your bottom to come up off your heels until it's over your knees. Keep reaching forward, elbows on the floor. Let the elbows rest down onto the floor. Keep the tummy drawn in. Breathe in, and then as you breathe out, start to lower your bottom back towards your heels. And allow your arms to stay where they are if you can, thinking of flattening your chest and underarms towards the floor. So your upper back should try and flatten a little bit. Good. Now slowly bring your elbows towards your knees, keeping the tummy drawn in, and uncurl back up to an upright seated position. The last thing to come up is your head. Good. Lie back down onto your back. And we'll do a little bit of stretching for the low back. So onto a comfortably low pillow. Bring your feet and knees together, so they're actually touching, feet together, knees together. Bring your arms down by your side and then slightly out to the side, like little stabilizers. a little pelvic tilt, so pubic bone comes up and you get rid of most of the gap under your low back. Take a breath in and nicely under control, lower your knees over to one side. You can, if you want, allow your head to go even slightly to the other side. Keep the shoulders down, inhale. As you blow, come back up to the middle, head comes to the middle. Inhale as you go through the middle, blow to go to the other side. A little bit of a pelvic tilt to support the low back, and then as you blow, pull in through the tummy, draw the knees back up to the middle. Pop your feet hip width apart, and you've just completed a Pilates stretching session.